Hey everyone, welcome to Oracle on Tap with Vanessa Codorniu. I am available today to support you with some intuitive guidance, specifically in your personal life and in your business. So if there's a health issue or health question, you really might be better off going to get some medical advice from a professional. So welcome. Hey everyone, I see that there are two people on. How are you? I'm not seeing who you are yet, but thank you for being on today. And let's see, there are no comments appearing. So if you have any questions, let's start posting. But I'll talk a little bit more about why I've been creating. Hi, Cassandra. I'll talk a little bit more about why I've been creating these Facebook Lives. And so, we are in a time of great transition, a time of great change. Hey, Shane, how are you? And so, hi. And so what's coming up for so many of us is this desire to step up into our power, to step up into, soul-aligned work, soul-aligned purpose. More and more, yes, I know, Shane, woo, right? And more, we're awakening to this desire. And so for me, it's always been about connecting to our intuition. Hi, Crystal. Connecting to our intuition to be able to follow that soul purpose, to be able to really connect to that internal power. For so many people, intuition is scary. We're finding that, we get that push or that gut feeling or that, hey, Sherry, we're getting that energy of where we should move to or what we should do, and yet we hold back because of fear. And so during this time of change and transition, what we really need to learn to depend on is that internal guidance system. The things that we trusted that were outside of us, whether it was our religions or institutions. And please, I'm not putting down anything that if anybody is following a particular religion or anything like that. But I'm saying that religions and institutions and belief systems are really coming in to be questioned. It's a time of great questioning. It's a time for us to really step up. And so intuition is really the key. And one of the ways, hi Cecilia, hi Olga, one of the ways, thank you Olga, thanks for coming on. One of the ways that we can connect is really making some quiet time, right, to connect in, drop into our heart, drop into our breath, and really allowing ourselves to be present. Just inviting you to do that right now. And as we allow ourselves to just drop into that breath. Yay, good, I'm so glad. And we just allow ourselves to drop in, letting go of our minds, letting go of our worries, letting go of the things that need to be done. I know some of you are at work. Just dropping in. As we allow ourselves to drop in even more, letting ourselves feel our body, right? Because so much in spirituality or in religion, we've been taught to leave the flesh behind, that the flesh is not serving spirit. And yet, the flesh is holding spirit, right? It's the house of our spirit. So as we allow ourselves to connect to our breath and to our bodies, and dropping in even deeper, and just asking ourselves, what is it that I need to know right now? What is it that I need to know right now? And allowing that answer to come up for you. Hi, Angela, allowing that to really begin to show itself to you. And gently then opening your eyes. Now, it really is that easy. What happens is your mind might get in the way, you might doubt it, you might be like, I'm making things up. The thing is that your inner voice is speaking to you in so many different ways, through feelings, through gut feelings, through dreams, through desires, right? The desire to want to reach out and connect to people in a different way. So I want to open up this, because we have, I think, another 15 minutes. I want to open this up for anyone who has a specific question about work, about business, about creativity. And I'm going to move this. I'm seeing that the table is right there. Okay. Great. So if anybody has that, just type out the question. I'll be able to connect to your energy and answer it. Hi, Paula. Yay. Thank you for joining. So don't be shy. Because the point of this session today with Oracle on Tap is actually me being here for you to support you in your work, in your business. And I'm waiting for questions because so far I can't see any. Let me see. I'm moving this. So all you beautiful 10 people that are on right now, does anyone have a question? Does anyone have, okay. Do you have a specific in terms of work? Should I stay? Should I go? Will I get this? Will I get that? Leticia. Okay, let me go with Leticia, who didn't give me a further. So Leticia, when I connect to your energy, I'm finding there's a lot of confusing stuff around you. So you don't really know like where to go, if you're going this way, if you're going that way. I feel like change is coming for you because you weren't very specific. You gave me just work in general, and usually I need a more specific question when doing this type of session with people on. So there's a lot of confusion around, there's a lot of confusion going on for you, Leticia, and about what you should listen to, what's happening. There just seems to be a lot of stuff. I feel like you need to drop in and to trust where you're being guided to, because change is coming. I don't know if it's coming this year, but maybe into next year. So there's a lot of confusion around. You need to get quiet and drop into yourself, not really listen to what people are saying or what you're seeing around yourself. Kind of get quiet, ask yourself, do I really want to be here? Where do I really want to be? And then, yes, there are many changes at work. That's why it's confusing. That's what I was saying. There's a lot of stuff going around you. You need to drop in and ask yourself if you really want to be there. Ask yourself, what do you really want? Because this opportunity of instability is actually giving you an opening to maybe create or manifest something even better. Okay, so thank you. I hope that served. Cassandra, I feel stuck in my business. Trying to expand has been so hard. What can I do? Okay, Cassandra, so you want to do, hi, Justine, mediumship and stage work. Okay, so the key, because I train a lot of intuitives and psychics to actually have businesses, the key with, you're coming out now, Cassandra, in a time where there's a lot of intuitives and mediumship and a lot of activity happening in this area, right? We're being called to actually serve in a bigger way. So one of the things that I'm hearing right now, that I'm feeling and sensing, is that you still have some, and you've overcome so much, they're telling me. You've overcome a lot of childhood stuff and a lot of inner blocks. There's something still in there about you being rejected or being overlooked, right? About you being rejected or overlooked, or people not paying attention to you, or people not listening. So there's still some stuff around visibility that's coming from early childhood. They're saying if you go in and do that work, whether you're a trusted healer or we could talk about it outside the session, things are opening up for you. You're meant to do this work. You will find a way. The thing is, you kind of thought that it was going to kind of happen a little faster, and it's happening a little slower. They're telling me that you have to earn the trust of people. So you've got to maybe do free events, do something free, do something, and in person, they're showing me like you gathering people or going somewhere where you do something for free and people get to meet you. You get over the fear of getting seen and getting known. And I'm not talking about social media. I'm talking like in person at an event. So that's something that's coming up, clearing up some still childhood stuff, and trusting and knowing that it's going to move a little slow for you, and then knowing that you've got to get in person with people. And I feel like you've done it already, but you need to do even more. Okay, Paula, so abundance is going to show, how you doing, love? Abundance is going to show from many different places because there are a lot of seeds going on at the same time. So there's stuff coming over from your partner. There's stuff coming that you can't even see. The thing is, this is like, what they're showing me is a garden, and you've got like the water hose, you've got the fertilizer, and some of the seeds are already in the ground. You need to keep tending to them, right? You need to keep tending to get the money. Hey, everyone, you need to keep devoting yourself to what you're already doing because it's going to show. And again, you have to create the container. You have to create the container for the abundance to come through. Money, they're saying the abundance is already in your life, that there's abundance of health, there's abundance of love, and that's something that you need to change, like a mindset. Instead of saying, well, abundance is going to come, abundance is already here. You already have, yay, you already have the abundance, Paula. And so it's going to come through your partner, it's going to come through you, and going into the next year, it's coming in through that group program that I know that you were talking about doing. And you need to get over fears and need to step into it, because that's how the universe wants to get through. So tend to the garden, trust that it's happening, accept that it's already happening now. You are already abundant now. You're abundant in media opportunities. You're abundant in love. You're abundant in people who adore you. You're abundant in ideas, and you're abundant in passion and energy, and you're abundant in health as well. And it's going to continue to pour out heading into 2017. Mucho amor. Okay, wondering about my work, life purpose, getting out, feeling my time to do is so confining. I can't get it all done. Okay, Sherry. Okay, so hey everyone. So what guides are telling me right now, Sherry, is that it's really actually a beautiful time and it's exciting. It's like almost like a kid in a candy store. I want to do this. I want to play. I want to play. And there's a lot of like, it's not right now, but it's been leading up to now. There's just so much. Like, I'm discovering this. I'm discovering that. You've been discovering so many things. And so it's been such an exciting time. What they're telling me is that you've kind of got to get a little quiet, right? For most of us, we've got to get a little quiet and figure out what is one or two things that I want to devote myself to, right? Because that's why you're not getting it all done. So they're saying you have to focus in on your priorities. They're showing me two. They're also saying that you need to plan in a different way. Before you used to plan with the work that you were doing and how you were in a certain way, like you knew you went in and there were many hours that were given, and then you'd come out and maybe make dinner or something like that. Now you've got to add even more. So there either has to be a day planner, or there has to be electronic planner on your phone. There has to be something where you've got to plan it differently and go and focus. They're telling me to focus on two things, okay? Two things. And they're saying that part of you feels like you're so done with what you've been doing and you're so done with what's already happened that you're like, well, I want my life purpose now. I want it all now. But the thing is, you actually have been fulfilling your life purpose. You've been giving love. You've been healing and holding space for people. So the gods want you to know that you've actually been fulfilling your life purpose. It's just another phase of it. So you need to change the mindset around it. And when you can change the mindset, more of what you want is going to be able to show up, right? Because they're saying that there's so many opportunities coming in next year, but you need to also see, like, okay, I'm done with that, but I'm living my life purpose. Let me focus on two things and let me move forward. Because you're here to actually be at peace with yourself. That's interesting, right? So you're here to be at peace with yourself, and you're here to continue giving and giving love and giving light. So, soul purpose is not always a title, but there are many different ways that you can do it. So sending you so much love. I'm moving on. Yay! Okay, right. So now I'm seeing I want to be and do so much. Have patience, Sherry, and pick two things and start to plan your time differently. You will have time to do it all, okay? You've got lifetimes, but anyway, within this lifetime, you will have time. But if you get crazy and do just too much all over the place, you're just not going to be satisfied. So focus in. Good. I'm so glad. You're going to do great, Cassandra. You need to clear up that stuff that came up for you, and you're going to do great. Rose Piana, what type of healing work am I meant to share, and how do I manifest it while still being able to create and maintain stability? Hey, Monica. Thank you. Thank you, Jaya. Sending you all so much love. So great to see my friends and people that I know and don't know. So I'm going to keep going. Yay. Mwah, so much love. So Rose. Okay. I'm getting such a great support. There's great support. So what I'm getting for you is that you are supposed to keep a job or keep something that's coming in steadily through you, and you're going to gather. I don't know if you've been talking to friends about this, creating a collective. Like I keep hearing a collective. So it's an interesting thing. They're telling me you're not supposed to be in business completely by yourself or in service completely by yourself. You're supposed to be in some sort of women's collective or collective. I wish you could give me a yes on that, but I'm just going to keep going, Rose. So the way you're supposed to move through in the healing work is going to be joining some sort of women's collective or creating a collective of healers that are going to gather and work as some sort of team. One of your gifts, they're saying, is to be able to understand a situation. Like they're showing me you looking at situation and you get it. Like there's not even a lot of explanation or research that you need on a case or on what's happening in front of you, but you have an intuitive sense of kind of seeing the interactions between people and understanding it. So they're telling me that the healing work is unfolding. It has to do with supporting people with communication and interpersonal relationships, like also power struggles or something like that. And they're saying that you're going to be able to do it through a collective. So if you want to go further into this, all of you who are on here, we could book a special session that I'm offering for all of you. It's only $97 instead of $140, but we'll talk about that later. I want to keep supporting. Hey, Monica. Hey, Jaya. So, Rose, that's really where it's at. To keep a day job or keep something that keeps the checks moving in while you're creating something. I think there's a part of you that wants to create a movement. I'm feeling like you are quiet, you know, or yay, thank you, that you are shy or sometimes kind of hold yourself back. But when you really care about something, you're like, whoa, when you come out and you're like vocal about it. So a collective, like the idea of a community or a movement is really like lighting your soul up. So feel into that. We can talk about that more. Yay. Hi, Stephen. Hey, Beata. Okay, Marina. So we're going into Marina. Okay. Ooh, Justine, yes, we're going to talk about that in a minute. But absolutely, you got to go there. Okay, so Marina, relationship. Okay. I wish it was a little more specific because what they're showing me, so I'm looking down to see if there's anything more coming up. Oh, you're so welcome, Rose. Hi, David. Okay, so I'm going into Marina now. I wish there was a little more to go on because what I'm getting is almost like you alone with your shoulder and then turning away a little bit. It's almost like you're at this space where you're kind of like, how do I move forward with this? What they're telling me is, Marina, that there's like two parts of you. There's a part of you that really like loves yourself and knows that you're all that, you know, that knows that you are, hey, everyone, that knows that you show up, that you give, that you love. What they're telling me is that you're not completely getting like what you're putting out, okay? And so you need to reassess and not be afraid, they're saying, to pull back when you're in relationship, to pull back and allow the partner to step in. But there's an energy about you, and I think maybe it was the way you were raised, or maybe that you did that for other people at a young age, where you had to fill in the gaps. Like, if you see something missing, you fill it in. And I relate to that. I did that as well. Like, you see a love needs something, you give it. You see someone needs the right word, you give it. There's just something about you that wants to fill, you know, that loving being inside of you. And so when you enter a relationship, you want to fill it up. And that doesn't work in your favor, okay? Partners do want a loving person, but they also need to know that they can step in. They need to step in and be able to also give you. So what they're telling me is that you feel like you're not given as much as you give out. You need to pull back. I know it's going to be hard for you to pull back, but just to pull back a little bit, and not as a game, not as a toy, not as like, oh, this is what I'm going to do because this didn't work out. More kind of like, okay, I'm loving myself right now and allowing someone else to step up. So we'll talk about that more. Great. Sending you so much love, Marina. All right, Justine. I keep getting the urge to coach men, especially ones who already have 10 to 15 years experience in their businesses. Seems like it's coming from left field. I'd love to know more about how this fits in. And let me see more. Fits in with everything else I have moving. Okay. All right, so what they're saying is, my guides are saying that this guidance is actually intuitive. You need to begin to explore it. And the thing is this, some of the work that you've done have been with beginners, right? You've been like trying to get the beginners or people who already have businesses for a year or two to like give them the extra oomph, right? But it's not been turning out the way that you've been wanting to completely, they're saying. And the reason is, and it's not that the beginners didn't see the value, hey, so much love. It wasn't that they didn't see the value in it. It's more like the men who are in business already 10 to 15 years it's like you're going to show up. I see you like, it's really beautiful. It's like a feminine warrior energy, you know, in the most positive and beautiful ways. And you're showing up, you're like, yeah, what's the mission? And then you guide them also more into balancing their feminine by working with you. And then you also keep them on track. So a lot of these men that you're going to be calling in to work with you are men that have been successful up to now. And the market is changing. The market is changing, right? And they're going to need more authenticity. Not that they were inauthentic, but they're going to need to show more transparency, more authenticity, more vulnerability, right? And they're not comfortable with that because they've been successful up to now with the way that they've been doing business. And so not only are you going to be able to support them with still keeping the logic and the structure and everything together, you're also going to allow them a space and understanding of how to reach and communicate with more people through that feminine energy of opening and vulnerability and sharing and trust. So yes, guides are saying you gotta explore this, and they're saying there's already like 2 clients or 3 clients that are floating around you. And I don't know if your partner's going to be able to help you with this, but there's people already around you who can introduce you and help you with this. Sending you so much love. Yes, Shari, you do need quiet and discernment. Okay, Jaya. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Sherry. Sending you so much love. Justine, sending you all so much love. So I'm going down, this is how I'm doing the session. Jaya. Okay, for life purpose. Okay, so your guides are saying you already know what your life purpose is. Right? And I know you already. And you're so welcome. I don't know who said thank you, but you're so welcome. They're saying that you already know what your soul purpose is. They know that you're here to heal, that you're here to comfort, that you're here to love. Like, you have a lot of love energy and healing energy. The thing that you need to learn to bring it into alignment is to trust that there are people out there who are going to benefit from it, because you've been giving it away for free, your whole life. And that's how most healers are. Like, we kind of practice, we don't even know we're practicing. We're just sharing what we are and who we are, and we give of our love and expertise, and we hone it through time, and then at some moment, we're like, oh wait, this is actually my calling, this is my business. So they're saying you already know that you're here to love and help support healing. You have so much generosity in your heart. The thing that you really need to kind of really click to is the trust that people will pay you, the trust that you will be able to support yourself. They're telling me again that you'll need some sort of bridge job, some sort of position, or some sort of money coming in as you're building. But it's really just about acknowledging, and you know it. They're saying, hey, I'm here to support, I'm here to love, I'm here to help heal. And not to think that everybody's doing that, right? Because we all are. We're all awakening, and we're all wanting to give the best of ourselves. But the way you're going to give it is not going to be the way anyone else is going to give that healing and that love. And to really just sit down and focus from, oh, I do all these things and I can do all these things. No, no, no. That's not going to help giving a laundry list of all our trainings. And I've been there, Jaya. I used to do that too. We have to get hone in, who do you feel called to work with? Women who do too much? Is it men who do too much? Is it, millennials who are energetically overwhelmed? Is it women who are trying to build businesses and are taking care of themselves? You have to kind of hone in, because your soul purpose is love and healing. How you're going to choose to filter that love and healing through is up to you, and it should bring you joy. So it should excite you. Okay? So keep a day job or get a day job. Start building and focusing, because it's going to work. This is what you're meant to do. It's going to take some time, and just really trust that everything you've learned up to now is going to fit into what the offerings you're going to have. For 2017, I see you beginning to get clients. So this is the work now, October, November, December, to really work, to really hone it in. Because to say I'm a healer is too general. We've got to get specific so your people can hear you and come. All right? Sending you love. Great. So much love. Hey, Kristen. No, I already did it, Paula. I didn't, no te pasé. I didn't go over you. You already happened, and I actually spent quite some time. So I don't know what happened there. Leticia, thanks, Vanessa. Yes, there's a lot of confusion around you, Leticia. That's why you have to get quiet. Paula, I can talk to you later about it, or I can write you privately, but you should watch the video again when it's posted. I spent quite a bit of time talking to you about different areas that are going to come in for your abundance and your mindset. Okay, I'm going to keep moving. When all is said and done, favorite books. Yeah. And Leticia, that's what's happening. You've got to really get clear and not worry about what's happening around you, and figure out what you want, because you will be able to get it. Oh, my alarm went off. Thank you, Aaron. Sending you so much love. Amaris, mwah, love you, girls. So much love. Teresa, hi, Teresa. Anya, love this, Vanessa. How to present my book project to the world so it can serve its highest good. Okay. Stephen, hi, Stephen. Okay, so let me focus, because I want to woo, I'm a kid in a candy store too, right? Spiritually speaking, with the guidance. So hi, everyone. Let me focus in on Anya. Oh, so much love around this project. Okay, so coming out of your comfort zone, which you've been doing a lot in the last 3 years, they're saying a lot in the last 3 years you've been coming out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is really like the spiritual realm and bliss and being connected to nature. And so you've, moved into the tech world and moved into sharing more online. They're really wanting you to sit down. I don't know what your book is about, but it's almost like there could be groups of women in different places that could read the book as a book of the month club type of thing. That's what they're showing me. Like, it needs to be in the hands of groups. okay? It needs to be in the hands of groups. So it's more than just throwing it out into the world saying, fly, baby, fly, right? With our books and with the things that we create, we kind of throw them out there and market our asses off and hope that they get to the right people. It's almost like targeting Book of the Month clubs, going in to speak, getting out of your comfort zone, being in front of more people. And they're showing me almost like you're sharing a chapter in some way or giving away a chapter through an opt-in or through something like that. So they'll be both online, getting out of comfort zone, getting in front of human beings, like real people, like in a room, which could be a Book of the Month. So contact your Book of the Month club when it's coming out. And it could be like a Book of the Month club that is connected to other, like a bigger association. Like look into associations, federations, something big like an organization. Maybe even if it's associated to any particular health concern or woman concern, it could be like a kids association or a women's association, and they're going to like you and you're going to connect with them and they're going to be able to support you in sharing in person, and then you'll be able to share your book. I hope that helped. So much love. Let me see what else is coming up. Yay! Okay. I just went over my 20 minutes. Oh, I got chills too, Justine. It's really happening for you. Let me go back now. So I'm going to be closing out soon. I'm going to answer like 3 more, and then when I get off the call, I will or the FB Live, I will answer the ones that are already there, but I won't be moving forward and answering more from there. Okay, Stephen, I'm also like a kid in a candy store lately. Feel like I'm being called to return to art and to work with children, and while I have felt alive, re-exploring, I'm concerned I will lose momentum in my higher brain living business. I'm also getting more energy clearings and coaching or on networking. I'm concerned I'm spreading too thin with time and money. Please send me a solution, Team Spirit guides. Woo! Okay. So this is really beautiful. This is all true, and this call is really, it's like it needs to be birthed through you, and that's really at your truest joy. A lot of us become entrepreneurs as healers, partly because that's part of what we had to learn, because in other lifetimes, I mean, I believe in that, we probably, we were mystics, we were priestesses and monks and healers on a mountainside. We didn't know about money. We probably grew our own food. And so now we're all who are returning to healing and to giving and teaching and supporting other people. We're learning how to create structures around it. We're learning about the earth, soul becoming embodied, right? And learning about business on planet Earth. So you're doing really well with that, Stephen. But it's like your soul is wanting to remind you who you truly are. Who you truly are is a free spirit, right? Sometimes with the higher brain learning and the way you have to package and present everything, it can get so serious. It can get so like, it's supposed to be this way. And so your soul is kind of speaking out. Play with children. Create art. You are free. So it's really a reminder. It's your soul speaking to you, reminding you of who you truly are. What they're saying is this, is to, whoa, I love it, I love it, I love it. For next year, combine a weekend of higher soul learning, so much love. Combine a weekend of higher soul learning and art and spirituality, right? Something where people can come in and connect to their soul and also revamp their like higher learning and also be free. Because now what's happening, even with wellness and consciousness, etc., we're all getting super serious about this as well, right? Like we're all getting so serious. And we have to, because it's a serious time. At the same time, we have to remember that we're living in duality and we're really free. We're free spirits. So create a retreat. Join with a couple. You're going to join with a couple of other people next year. It's going to be out of the city. It could be in the city, but it might be just out of the city, where you're going to be able to bring that art. So all of this stuff is really a reminder of who you truly are. And they're saying if you can like kind of structure it into your work day, you won't lose sight. And you do need to wheel yourself back in a little bit. Yeah, you do. So that concern you have is actually valid. Wheel yourself back in. And wheel yourself back in. Trust that there's enough time for everything. Trust that your business will get stronger, and the online component that I know that we talked about will take off eventually in a way that will be solid for you, and you'll have way more time to play. So your soul is letting you know who you truly are and reminding you that you need to bring that energy into the world and to trust that you're going to be living more of that as time goes on. So there'll be more play and less work, even though I know your work is also play. So it's a great combination. So much love for you, Stephen. Yay! Okay, Teresa, sending you all so much love. I would love thoughts on where to focus my spiritual walk right now. Oh, so you have such a beautiful connection. Look into the angels. They're saying look into understanding more about the angels. They want to hold your hand. They want to take you by the hand and guide you. Don't do anything that feels forced. You know, for many people, I share like get out of your comfort zone. For you, your walk of spirituality begins with comfort. Okay? So don't throw yourself out there in things that feel harsh to you. Go into things that feel really good. And because you have a natural connection that you're not fully aware of. And it's a very peaceful wave of love that comes through you and allows you to know things. Um, People trust you. People trust you. And there is a path for you as you reawaken, remember, and re-embrace, and embrace again who you are. Because it's when those moments of quiet, like I see you in a favorite chair or somewhere sitting in your home, where that wave of knowing comes through. But then you're active and you're helping people, so you kind of lose touch with it. Focus in on angel meditations. Focus in on all that, and know that there's a time coming where you're going to be helping other people. So I don't know if you're doing it already, but you will be actually guiding others on the spiritual walk as well. So thank you, Sister Teresa. Okay. Oh, Marina, great. Sending you so much love. Yes, Justine. Okay, going into Monica. Okay, so I didn't want to do medical questions, but I think that this is actually an energetic question, Monica. Okay. I know that with your business, you know, it's important for you to be seen and run around and do this and do that and to be present. You're feeling a lot of pressure, like you feel better, and there's pressure that's been alleviated in the last month or so, but it's almost like you haven't been able to truly honor the season, right? Like the seasons are changing, like some of us are getting chilled, we're getting a cold, like sore throats, raspiness. The, you're running on very high speed right now, or higher speed than you were, and actually there's a part of you that wants to slow down, but you're scared to slow down because you know it's time to also get our little ducks in a row for everybody who's an entrepreneur. So when winter comes and it's chilly out, you know, or people are focused on Christmas and holidays, that we're all supported financially. So your guides are saying to include more quiet time, and that to honor, seeing you drink like hot tea and like, you know, kind of like really kind of loving yourself and continuing to trust that just like everything has been working out in the last month and a half, it's going to continue to work out, and not being at everything, not having to run to everything, not being at every place, to honor your energies right now because you need to kind of bring it together. You're about to go through a bigger expansion. Every time we're called up to step up, every time we're called to embody more of our soul, we sometimes get a little sick or a little tired or a little, something's going on with us because it's like we're being pushed into another place. It's almost like a little chick bursting through the eggshell, and so it kind of has to hibernate a little bit before it can up level to the next level. So that's what the guides are saying. You need to hibernate a little bit. Trust that you're okay. You won't be forgotten. Business won't fall away. Things will still come through if you kind of tend to your own hearth, to the hearth of your soul, of your inner flame, because so much expansion is coming forward for you for next year. So really take care of yourself. Sending you so much love. I hope that supported you. Yay, good. Feminine warrior energy. Yeah, we don't need a sword, right? We can do it in so many different ways. So I'm going to close this now. After Monica, where you said I love you, thank you, I love you too. I'm not going to take any more questions after Monica, I love you, because I need to wrap this up and self-care my own self, right? So I know that I have to do something more than one-to-one sessions for a long time. I was thinking about a book, but somehow I can't get myself to it. I know I want to leave a legacy, but don't know what I should do exactly. There are so many things I know and do, but I don't believe people would be interested in what I have to say, or how to put everything together. Okay. All right. Yeah, one-on-one is just not going to cut it really for anyone. Okay. Unless it's a hobby business, then that's fine. You can do one-on-one. You can enjoy that way. But if you're supporting yourself through your business, one-on-ones, is literally exchanging money for time. And so eventually we drown and just can't take it anymore, no matter how strong we are. And I know you're super strong, Zora. So I know that you don't believe so. You know, it took me many years to start sharing about what I believed in because I've been doing this a long time. And so when I finally started sharing, people resonated so deeply. So you have to start from wherever you are, Zora. You have to just take a deep breath and be really brave. Start sharing yourself on social media, okay? Because social media is going to give you the greatest expanse, greatest ability to share and share with more people. And start sharing about what you believe, what you see, what you feel, what you've noticed in the world. This is not really just about abundance and supporting you. This is a great soul lesson also in self-expression, right? And we know that self-expression and being able to trust what comes out of your mouth, and of your soul, really, because what's coming out of your mouth is coming out of your soul. And so it's kind of, I don't want to use the word die. It's do or die. You're not going to die, but it's like, you're going to do this or you're going to do this. Like your soul is saying, you know, when you're so squeezed financially, right, or one-on-one is draining you, are you going to do this or are you going to do this? If you're going to do this and leave a legacy behind that you know that you were born to do, and probably everybody who's on this right now, that means we've got to come out of our comfort zone. It means we have to stop being exhausted. It means that we're going to have to speak out and speak up and share our soul and risk rejection and also trust, right, faith over fear, that people are going to connect to what we have to say, and trusting that the right people are coming to you, right, that the right people are showing up and coming to you. So there's no way around it. You have to create a group program. But before you get there, start sharing on Facebook. More than just, you know, reposting a meme. What do you feel? What have you seen? You have a very unique perspective, Zora, from being, you know, Europe and then going to South America, being a healer. There are not that many people who have the perspective that you have. No one actually has your perspective. So what I'm sending you is a lot of love, because what you're truly needing, you have everything that you need. All you truly need is support, love, and inspiration. And I'm going to read what you write, and I'm going to share it with others. And I believe in you, and I know you because I've met you. And you've really got to find that strength, right? And I think every healer at some point or another is almost backed up into the wall, where it's like, are you going to step up or are you going to step up? And I call it, you know, being turned into wine, like being a grape and you're being squeezed. I call it being like, you don't want to be turned into wine anymore and be have your essence squeezed out of you from the one-on-ones or the overwhelm. And so begin to share on social media, and then create a group, or ask and connect with other groups where you can come in to speak for free, and then start to create your own group where you can start training people. I bet you there's so many people who want to apprentice with you. Seriously. Like I'm seeing, I mean, start with a small group, but I'm seeing, I'm sorry, I'm stretching legs. I'm seeing you creating an apprenticeship program. And it's not just massage. It's like a combination of everything that you already know. So sending you so much love. And your guides love you. Yay. Yeah, I love that idea for Steve. I want to get in on it. Hi, Angie. Whoa, you're so welcome. Okay. So I think I'm going to start to close up. Any message for my life purpose? Okay. Angie, sending you so much love. Let's see. Any message? Pay attention. You're already getting a lot of signs, they're saying. They keep saying pay attention, you're getting a lot of signs. A lot of people think that a soul purpose takes the a job title, or a job position, or a card that says spiritual guide. Not so. Our soul purpose is manifested through the energy that we are here to embody in the world. Okay, so I see you around people where you're guiding them, but it's like family oriented. So I don't know if you're already working in family groups or you're involved with a community in some level. But part of what you're already meant to do, you're already doing. They keep going, pay attention, we're sending you signs. So in the next week or so, even starting today, pay attention. Does somebody give you a flyer? Is there an article that pops up? There's definitely changes coming up for you, and more joy, like next year, doing more of what you love. So that's going to be coming through for you. But again, I see that you're already, I don't know if you're the go-to person. It feels like you're almost the person that sometimes people come to find out what's going on. Like, how to do this or how to do that. That's what I feel. And so you're like a key light anchor in any job or any community that you live in, where like kind of people spiritually know they can come to you. So that's part of your soul purpose. Sending you so much love. Yeah, Monica, I felt cold when I was connecting to your energy. Yeah, so much love, Teresa. Okay, Kala. So after I love you, I'm not taking any more questions. After Monica Aparicio's I love you too, girl. I love everyone. So, uh, Kala, how can I open my heart and feel alive again? Hmm. They're telling me that your heart is very much here, that there's a story of pain and betrayal, being overlooked. And I think you've been mad at God at times. Like, I feel like you've been like, how could it happen? How could this happen to me? I'm such a good person. And what the guides want to share with you is that everybody on this call at some point in time. So after Monica Aparicio, I love you message, I'm not taking any more, please. But I will be doing this again. So for Kala, you were pissed. You were like, how could this happen? I'm a good person. I show up. I see a lot of love. Like, maybe you don't say the words I love you. Your presence is loving. And when people need you, you're there. So there's a pain, a betrayal. And it's not just one. It's almost like a story of something. A story of, well, this always happens to me, or this happens in the end. They're telling me that's ancestral. So it could be something from a story you got from grandma or mom or something like, hey, when you stick your neck out or when you do give too much, this is the way you get repaid. There's something having to do with ancestry, coming down, coming down, coming down. So you need to do a really serious forgiveness ritual, and releasing the story. And the question that the guides want to ask you is, if you could release the pain and what's been done to you, what you feel has been done to you, what you've experienced, what would your soul invite you into? What is possible if you let go of this pain and this sadness? This pain and sadness is just keeping you safe. Okay, it's done its job. Sending so much love. It's done its job for what it's supposed to do. It's not going to serve anymore because there's a lot more coming for you, Kala. So this is what they have for you right now. And forgiveness is going to be key. You can do one if you want to. You can work with someone else. You can work with yourself. And remember something, we hold on to the pain that we've been through. So much love, thank you. We hold on to the pain that we've been through almost as an unspoken way of saying, God, universe, don't bring me any pain. I still got this pain. I've been through all this shit. I don't need any pain coming my way. So I'm going to hold on to this pain as the shield to protect myself. And no more pain's going to come my way. And it doesn't work that way. What ends up happening is you're noticing is that we get cold. We feel not alive because we're buried under this muck and this energy. So all this stuff is just energy that's kind of built up to shield you or protect you from new pain coming in. And what the guides want to tell you is that all this story is carrying a huge lesson for you. And forgiving it won't approve or accept or say, hey, it was okay with what happened, but it will set you free. And that's what you need to do, because there's more love around the corner for you. There's more joy. There's better friends. I don't know if some of the disappointment has to do with friends too. There's better friends and better people coming your way, like more aligned. So sending you so much love. So thank you so, so, so much. Hey, Margie. Hey, I love it. I know, I wish I had gotten some stuff from you. Thank you so much. Sending you all so much love. And I'm just going to be closing up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending time. Thank you for trusting me and asking the questions. If you're interested in following up with a 30-minute